Are the Raiders refusing to trade quarterback Derek Carr? Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL. And here to talk about this, I'm going to say rumor, but rumor/report, because it's been some pretty legitimate people that have talked about this report/rumor about the Raiders potentially keeping Derek Carr and even extending him. Okay, so let's talk about that. But before I do, if you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe, guys, because I do talk a lot of NFL on this channel. You don't want to miss out. Hit the bell icon down below so you're notified every time I drop a new video. And guys, make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms. Real quick, before I do get into it, I do have something to share with you guys, something special, because I do have a sponsor for this video. And the sponsor are the good folks over at Extra Wallet. And they sent me over this luxury wallet, folks. And listen, I always told you guys, I do not promote products that I don't use. I don't believe in that. But this is one that I do use, okay? It's a luxury wallet. Bam, there it is, okay? And it's very, very sleek, simple, and sophisticated at the same time, if you can believe it. So this is the design on the inside. Again, guys, real quick here. You can keep your cash here. You got your cards here. But the best feature of the wallet, if you want to feel like James Bond, this is what you do. You click the button. Boom. There's your cards right there, okay? The button's right here. You click that button, and you can get your cards out. So open, and then right here, the button. Boom. And then there you go. How many times have you used your wallet and, like, you're fumbling because you can't find the right credit card, whatever? No more. Button. Get the cards out. And the other best feature about this, it does come with its own tracker. This is a tracking device that you can go ahead and put in the wallet. And essentially, the tracking device you can track with an app. And so you never lose your wallet because the app will help you find it because the tracker will be in your wallet. So, folks, I'm telling you, I use this wallet. This is great. Thank you to the folks at Extra. And I'm telling you, I don't promote products I don't use. So I don't want to sound fake to you guys because I'm not. This is something I do use. I suggest you guys invest in it. I'll have the link down below. Use my promo code Faiz for a discount. You won't regret it. All right, let's get into the video. All right, Derek Carr. So where is this report/rumor coming from? Well, Ian Rappaport brought it up. And Ian Rappaport, I've told you, is a very legitimate source. Usually when he and or Adam Schefter report something, I tend to believe it, okay? And he talked about the fact that he thinks it is more likely that the Raiders decide to not bring back Derek Carr, I should say extend Derek Carr and keep him as the quarterback, okay? Derek Carr has been a name that's been on the quarterback market, even though he's technically not a free agent, as a guy who a lot of teams have inquired about, including, obviously, our own Chicago Bears. And so with Derek Carr, the expectation was that John Gruden may decide to move off of him, and he would be a very cheap cost alternative to a Deshaun Watson. Now, certainly he is not Deshaun Watson, but that's why he'd be much cheaper, right? So that was the expectations for a lot of teams that would miss out on Deshaun Watson. And again, Deshaun can only go to one team. So everybody else that's looking for a quarterback that didn't land Deshaun would have tried to go after Derek Carr. Well, now it looks to be not the case any longer, okay? So do I think that the Raiders keep Derek Carr? I am getting the sense they do. All right, this was the same thing I kind of did with Matt Ryan. Remember, I kept talking about how Matt Ryan's a potential option for the Bears and for other teams that need a quarterback. Well, the Falcons shot that down and they said, listen, we just hired a new coach in Arthur Smith. He's an offensive genius. So he wants to keep the offense at least for one more year. That means keeping Matt Ryan, keeping Julio Jones. And so I said, okay, they're not going to trade Matt Ryan. So I took him off of my list. And now it looks like it might be the same situation for the Raiders. But, there is always a but, there is another guy I can add to the list instead of Derek Carr, which is Marcus Mariota. So, the Raiders are essentially keeping Derek Carr, possibly extending him, and instead they want to shop Marcus Mariota, who had, you know, a decent showing when he did play this past season. He looked pretty explosive in terms of, you know, his playmaking ability. He's still got some legs, still got some wheels. And, you know, so Marcus Mariota looked like a competent quarterback. Again, a very small sample size, but still. And so they want to shop Mariota, maybe get something in return for him and use that to help build a team around Derek Carr. That's what the Raiders are thinking here. So in terms of, you know, the big picture here, yes, I am probably going to take Derek Carr off the board now. It sucks. I really thought the Raiders were going to look to trade him. And look, could it happen where a team, you know, gives the Raiders an offer they can't refuse, like something crazy, 2 first-round picks? Sure. But why do you want to be that team? Derek Carr is not worth that much. So for what I was expecting to give up to get Derek Carr, it looks like that's not going to be the case. I think the Raiders do extend him. And you know what? I can't blame the Raiders too much. Derek Carr is not the problem with that team. Their defense wasn't very good last season. There's a lot of things that I can point to that are a problem with the Raiders, not named Derek Carr. So that's kind of what the situation is right now. So let's talk about kind of where the Bears go from here. All right, so if we're assuming Derek Carr is off the list, then who else is there left for other teams, right? Including the Washington football team, Carolina that's looking for a quarterback. There's plenty of teams looking for a quarterback. Who else is out there? Well, essentially now you're down to 3, potentially 4 guys. And specifically talking about the Chicago Bears, the list is 3, potentially 4 guys. So, of course, Deshaun Watson. And I'm telling you, even though if you guys keep thinking it's a pipe dream, as long as Deshaun is not on another team, not named the Houston Texans, he is still available to me. So I'm going to keep trying. You guys might think I'm crazy. I'm going to keep holding out hope that Deshaun Watson somehow obviously comes to the Bears. But until he is on another team, not named the Texans, I will keep saying that. So Deshaun's out there, the big fish. Of course, we know that. Dak Prescott, still technically out there. Free agency has not started yet. But all expectations are that he will probably go out to the Cowboys. But you know what? There's some bad blood between them. So I don't want to just assume it. But it's a very low probability chance. That's why I said 3, maybe 4. Maybe is that Dak Prescott. After that, we got 2 more names left. Sam Darnold and Gardner Minshew. I talked about Sam Darnold in a video. The Jets are 100% moving off of Sam Darnold. There is no doubt in my mind because either they get Deshaun Watson, because again, I've told you they have the most assets out of any team in the NFL, or they take Justin Fields and or Zach Wilson with that number 2 overall pick. They're taking a quarterback. There is no doubt in my mind. I can guarantee you right now, book it. The Jets are moving off from Sam Darnold. So Sam Darnold is out there. And the good thing I've mentioned about Sam Darnold is even if you hate him, if you hate his play, if you think he's garbage, trash, whatever, he still has 1 year left on his rookie deal. So any team trading for him could get a trial run with Sam Darnold. And finally, Gardner Minshew, folks. The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to take Trevor Lawrence with that number 1 overall pick. He will start. He will be the number 1 overall pick. That means Gardner Minshew is going to look for a new team. And there's desperate teams out there that are going to give the Jaguars some compensation for Gardner Minshew. And so he might not be a bad bridge option for a lot of teams. And you know what? In Gardner Minshew's defense, I would rather have him than a lot of these bridge quarterbacks. I'd rather have Minshew over Tyrod Taylor, over Andy Dalton, over potentially Ryan Fitzpatrick. I rather would have him, okay? Because, again, he's shown you, again, he's not flashy. He's not you know, the guy who's going to, you know, light up the box score, but he is competent. So that's where I'm at. So 3, potentially 4 names right there for you guys, okay? I know it's getting pretty bleak, but we got to keep crossing guys off the list. So Wentz is off the list, thank God. Stafford's off the list. Jimmy G, I don't think he gets traded. I think the 49ers keep him. Matt Ryan, I've mentioned, is off the list. Derek Carr is now off the list. And so it's really Deshaun, Dak, Darnold, and Minshew. And again, I'm not mentioning the bottom of the barrel guys like I just said with Tyrod, Jameis, Fitz. Those guys will be there no matter what. I'm talking about guys that actually are worth acquiring or looking into. So there you have, folks. My thoughts on the rumored / report that Derek Carr is going to be back with the Las Vegas Raiders. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.